Hi guys, welcome back to Social Studies. And when we last talked on Monday, we were talking about how we use the words past, present, and future. We know that present is what is today, what's happening now. And we know that past is before today, like anything that happened yesterday or last week or last year. And then we know when we use the word future, that means that means after today. So like tomorrow, next week, this summer, maybe this Thanksgiving or Christmas. It's in the future. It has not happened yet. So now that we have a good understanding of past, present, and future, we're going to create a timeline to show events. Events are things that have happened from the past and from the present. We can't say things that have happened in the future because they haven't happened yet, right? So we don't know. So we're going to create a timeline, and here are some different examples of the timeline. And it's just going to be a timeline of your life, things that have happened. It could include things like when you were born, your first year of school, whether if you went to pre-K or you went to kindergarten. It's and then to the present time. Okay, here are some different examples of how you can present your timeline. We're going to talk a little bit more about the assignment, but first I want to read a book to you, and the book is called I Am Growing and Changing. It's by Bobby Kalman. It's kind of give us some ideas in our head of some things that we can place or put on we can use on our timeline. So I am growing and changing. Okay, I am a baby. I was born today. So this baby was born today. Let's see how the baby changes over time. So this picture here, when you were born, that didn't happen today. It happened in the past, right? I am 2 days old. I sleep a lot. I am a baby. I am 3 weeks old. I have no teeth. Oh, look at the baby. Look how small the baby is. Are you still this small? Could mom and dad hold you like this now? I am 4 months old. I can grab my feet and roll. I am growing and changing. I am 8 months old. I am crawling now. I have baby teeth. I am 1 year old. I am walking now. I am a toddler. I am growing and changing. I am 2 years old. I can play and talk. I am growing and changing. I am 4 years old. I am riding a tricycle now. I can ride it fast. Oh, this is all of you last year. I am 5 years old. I go to school. I am learning to read and write. So this is you in Miss Glegora's class last year when you were learning to read and write, and maybe some of you started learning to read and write even earlier than that, maybe in pre-K. I can do many things. I can learn anything. I am growing and changing. All about you. When did you start crawling? That's something that you will have to talk to mom and dad about. When did you start crawling? How old were you when you started crawling? When did you start walking? When did you start school? Did you start school at 4? Did you go to pre-K, or did you start school at 5 years old and when you started kindergarten? Have you lost your baby teeth yet? A lot of us are losing our baby teeth, aren't we? How else are you changing? So I wanted to just take a minute to read that book to you, just to kind of give you some ideas of events, things that have happened in the past to the present, when we all begin with what? We are all born, right? So when we create our timeline, you can draw pictures just like here. Or here, it looks like in this is a poster. People printed out pictures and then cut them out and placed different pictures as they were growing up. but you can also just draw a picture. It's really up to you and your parents and what materials you have at home. It could be just a piece of paper that you have at home, and you might divide it into 4 spots like this, because first you're going to list the events from your past to the present. Okay, so first you want to kind of get some ideas down on paper. What do you want to show on your timeline? Then you pick 4 to 6 events. This person chose 4 events. Okay, they chose 4. That's why there's 4 boxes here. This person chose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. And then this person here, I'm going to move this out of the way so that you can see this one chose several. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 to 6 if you want more. And you can create a poster. You can simply just open up a notebook like this. Open up to an empty page. And you could just, if you want to choose 4 events, you could just simply draw lines like this picture here. And draw 4 lines to have 4 separations, and everyone could start with when they were born. And then what else do you want to talk about? When we place these events on our timeline, it's in chronological order, right? That's a big word, isn't it? Right here, chronological order. All that means is that you're placing the events in the order that they happen. So if you're going to talk about the day you were born, is that going to go up at the end? No, because that's the very first thing that happened. And then if you want to talk about when you started walking, then that could be the next one. If you want to talk about when you, maybe your first day of school, or maybe when you learned how to ride a bike. It's totally up to you. Pick about 4 to 6 events, 4 things that have happened to you in the past, before today, to the present, which is right now, and just create your timeline. So there's many different options you can choose, and it could be as simple as just opening up a notebook, piece of paper like this, dividing it up into different sections, and then drawing your pictures. Make sure to write what you're telling me. So if you are drawing a picture, make sure you tell me this is when I was born. And the next picture, you tell me what your picture is showing. So make sure you write, and it's not just a picture. If you have any questions on this, please feel free to reach out to me. But this is totally up to you, whatever materials you have at home to use. Again, if you have any questions for me, please reach out to me. I will be here to help you in any way that I can. Have a great day, guys.